local athletics, the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray is a local firm dedicated to serving the people of Southwest Virginia and specializing in real estate, wills, trust, and estate planning. Contact Jesse McMurray at 276-690-0773. That's 276-690-0773. They are located in downtown Gate City across from the courthouse at 191 West Jackson Street, Suite 301.
And we are back here live from the campus drive-in on Kane Street, right down from Gate City High School, where less than 48 hours away, Sullivan South comes to Legion Field. Gate City again playing two of their first three at home. After this week, though, Chris, we go to the road. We go for 3 straight weeks. And it's going to be a critical portion of the schedule. Ridgeview, Union, George Wythe. We are homecoming, unconfirmed for all three.
I've got a feeling, I know that those homecoming games were probably picked a little bit prematurely, maybe. I think Gate City's got a chance to go in there and spoil the homecomings for those teams. I
used to tell whenever I coached that the ultimate disrespect you can be shown is to be somebody's homecoming.
And you're a fan of homecoming, right?
Oh, I despise it like everything within me. Just a quick note, Gate City Middle School team has just knocked off Twin Springs. They won both sets, 25-19. Again, last night the middle school team knocked off Union, gave the Lady Bears their first loss of the year. So again, the great program Coach Reed has got there. And again, we want to say thank you so much to Kaylee Jenkins coming out and spending some time with us. Remarkable young lady. Again, she plays volleyball as well as tennis. I want to say thank you again to Tanner Cook. Of course, he does write for the Times News, John City Press. You see a lot of his articles. And again, I want to say thank you to the guys that just came with us. So, Chris, you're again, talk about South. Again, they averaged 275 pounds across. They lost the first week to Boone 30-6, 4 turnover performance. They sort of righted the ship, if you want to say. The second week played Cherokee well, lost at home though 32-30, and then last week, of course, they got things going against Ranger and one going away. So your initial thoughts about Sullivan South coming to Legion Field on Friday night?
The South's had some issues holding on to the ball this year. That's really bit them both of their games that you're talking about. I think Gate City has the chance to go in there, and if they can put the helmet on the ball, create some fumbles, get some turnovers, but I don't want them to focus on that, because as soon as you start focusing on stripping the ball, that's when they slip through and you don't make the tackle.
And just a couple, of course, as Tanner alluded to, a lot of the media, of course, I guess we consider it part of media. In talking to a lot of other members, the South idea this week is they've got to limit the big play, because that's one thing Gate City has lacked the last few years. And then all of a sudden, boom, you got a 56-yard touchdown by Jenkins, another one by 40 or 43-yard. Then you've got the 18-yard touchdown pass to John Sally that they weren't expecting. Then you got Levi Roden. Gate City's got some big playability, and that's really worried South as they're getting ready for this ball game.
Well, the thing the South has to consider also, though, is Gate City showed the ability, particularly last Friday night, to just run the ball down your throat. Calhoun was 3 yards a carry, 2 yards a carry, 6 yards a carry, and he just marched them right down the field. So as soon as South stacks in the box to stop that run, that's going to open up things outside, I hope, and vice versa.
And again, Jenkins led the Blue Devils on Friday night on 134 yards and just 8 carries. Levi Roden had 86 yards in that ball game as well. Michael Calhoun, as you mentioned, he had that 1-yard touchdown plunge there. Started the scoring off for Gate City in the first quarter. Again, a great back-and-forth game it was. Gate City had 259 rushing yards to go along with 38 passing. But again, that threat of what they did the previous week with Richlands, the big 77-yard bomb with Jenkins, and of course, didn't mention it, the coach, DeAndre Mack hopefully will be back for this ball game as well. So that will give us another added weapon in the arsenal. So do want to say thank you again very much to our advertising partners and sponsors, Premier Pharmacy, Law Credit of Weber City, Broadwater Trading Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of Scott County, Weber City Drug, Christina Kilgore Wiggs of Conservis Real Estate Group, James River Advisors, Jeff Eads for Scott County Sheriff, again the Campus Drive-In, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Greg McMurray for Scott County Sheriff, M&P Repair, Maria Calvo for Scott County Supervisor, the Law Office of Jesse Walker McMurray, Nova Health and Rehab, Rex Carter for Washington County Sheriff, Elmcroft of Johnson City, and Josh Bowling for Scott County School Board. You'll see a lot more of these on our social media outlets as they were playing through weeks 4 through 10 for the season. So we'll get a lot to them as well. So talking about the picking panel, Chris, things tightened up a little bit last week. You had a pretty good week, 8-5 overall. Larry and Andy with some big upset picks at 8-5.
While covering the Slant and Dant game.
So, I mean, it was huge.
Were they ever actually able to record the score of that before they were arrested?
Not that I know of. They did came through by carrier pigeon, their picks. So we've got those. And we'll publish those again on Friday afternoon.
We could do a live broadcast from up at Red Onion.
We're Larry and Andy are right now. Tanner leads. Of course, we're all tied 16-10. 76 last week. Tanner and I were. Of course, Chris and Larry and Andy were 8-5. Talking about some of the big games this week. Ridgeview at Y Central. Undefeated Wolfpack, undefeated Warriors. We see Ridgeview next week. We'll see Y Central at the end of the year. Probably one of the best games in Southwest Virginia. I think a sleeper pick, if I have to say it, Patrick Henry at Pearly, going to the Cliff, 2.5-hour drive. Pearly, a very physical team.
I think I can't actually even remember what I picked on this. But right now, I would say Patrick Henry, but Hurley has shown the ability to put some points on the board. You said when you watched them at the scrimmage, I wasn't able to go to that. They're a big team. Mm-hmm. It could be a good game. I'm still waiting on my Patrick Henry T-shirt.
So if you're Patrick Henry fans out there, make sure you've got it in Chris is requesting a 2X?
It's XL or 2X.
So, of course, he will be participating in some of the running events coming up. So, again, he'll be sliding into that 1X or 2X. So, talking about Northeast Tennessee, like you said, some of the luster of that Daniel Boone Elizabeth game, really with all the injuries, Boone is going in a really short-handed to Elizabeth. And I don't think the Greenville Science Hill game will be as close as the Sullivan Eastern alternative.
I don't know. It depends on which Science Hill team shows up. I would not have thought that they would put 52 points up on Hardin Valley. So, yeah, we'll see.
And, of course, got our college fix as well. Interesting, Iowa and Iowa State, Stanford at University of Central Florida, Clemson and Syracuse, Chattanooga at Tennessee, noon kickoff. If it's anything other than a 28-35 point game, is it a loss for Tennessee?
No. A win is a win is a win at this point.
So if it was 12-10,
a win is a win is a win. They've got to have one.
They got to be 1-2. As they go to Florida, they got Georgia coming up. The gauntlet starts after this week.
I believe the gauntlet started game 1.
Wow. Indeed. So, with that said, Chris, your final thoughts as we're about to sign off here from the Campus Drive-In.
Big game Friday night. Everybody needs to come out and bring your cell phones with your headphones and listen to Gate City Sports Radio while you watch the action live.
Again, we'll keep you up to date with all the scores from around the region, as well as, again, we'll break the game down as we go along. Again, we'll be on the air at 6 o'clock for the James River Advisors pregame show. That will take us all the way up to kickoff at 7. Then, of course, join us for the Campus Drive-In halftime show, where we'll have scores and highlights, again, from around the region and the first half of the game. And then, of course, join us for the post-game show as well. So, great night, Chris. Great interviews.
It's fun.
Again, like I said, we want to say thank you to these Gate City athletes. And, they're so respectful of their time. They really, been open and embraced us. Again, and of course, that's the reason we're here. Is because we want to bring light to Gate City sports, Gate City athletics, these teams to serve it. And again, we hope to be able to highlight them for a long time as we move forward. So, Mr. Carter. This is Joe Carter. You've been listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. We'll talk to you on Friday night. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.